Here's who stood out on day 6 of 49ers training camp. Keep in mind, neither Mykel Williams nor Ricky Pearsall participated. More on them in a minute. The good. Quarterback Brock Purdy. He put on a masterclass performance, with the exception of one throw, which I'll get to in a minute. Overall, he completed 9 of 12 pass attempts and threw a touchdown to Russell Gage in the red zone, which was beautiful. It was to the back left corner. It was a long throw. It was a great catch. But it wasn't his best throw of the day. His best throw was a 50-yard bomb down the middle of the field to Jordan Watkins running a post route. He beat Darrell Luter Jr. and Jason Pinnock. This was by far Brock Purdy's best deep ball of camp. It had arc. It had trajectory. It led the receiver perfectly. Frankly, I think that throw is one of the throws that gives Brock the most difficulty, and he nailed it today. So that was terrific. Now, he did have one bad play, which I alluded to. Can you guess what it was? It was an interception. And, some people don't mind when Brock Purdy throws picks in practice because he's working on things. He's trying to see what he can get away with. All right, let me describe the play to you, and we'll see what he learned. Rolled left, hesitated. Rolled back to his right, hesitated. At this point, he's held the ball for about 5-6 seconds. Then he throws blindly back to his left where he just came from, directly to a linebacker that he never saw, Luke Gifford, got intercepted. To me, I don't know what he learned from that play. I think we already know that he shouldn't be really holding the ball for more than 4 or 5 seconds. He doesn't need to do a Caleb Williams impersonation. He's so much better than Caleb Williams. He can be so good from the pocket, even though he's a little bit shorter, doesn't always see the entire field. When he starts trying to go into playmaker Brock mode, it almost feels like he's trying to justify his contract or whatever. Just be the point guard because you're really, really, really good at it. Playmaker Brock gets himself in trouble a little too much. Remember, this is a guy who threw 4 touchdown passes and 6 picks in the fourth quarter last year. I think it would be worthwhile for him to just practice being a little more cautious. Quarterback Mac Jones. He quietly completed 11 of 13 pass attempts with 0 picks today. He now has completed 62 of 79 pass attempts in camp. That's 78%. And he has 1 pick through 6 days. He doesn't have a bunch of flashy plays. He's not holding the ball a long time and forcing it down the field. He's not as good as Brock Purdy. I'll make that real clear. But is he $50 million a year worse than Brock Purdy? I have my doubts. Defensive end Jalen Allen. I mean, the Niners signed him today, and he recorded a tackle for loss and a sack during team drills. He was one of the more energetic players out there, along with Bryce Huff. They're similar. They both went to Memphis. They know each other. And after practice, Bryce Huff said that Jalen Allen is way more explosive than he remembers him. So salute to Jalen Allen. Defensive end Robert Beal Jr. This guy actually batted down one of Mac Jones' passes at the line of scrimmage. I've never seen Robert Beal Jr. make a play at any level. Practice, game, special teams. This was huge for Robert Beal Jr. He just might make the team. Wide receiver Jordan Watkins. He played a lot with the starters because Ricky Pearsall and Jawan Jennings and Jacob Cowing and Brandon Ayuk all were out, and he caught the 50-yard bomb from Brock Purdy. I don't know if Watkins is a future number 1 receiver, but he's definitely a big play threat who can do a little bit of everything, and he's durable, unlike the other wide receivers I just named. Wide receiver Russell Gage. He's like 29 years old, and he hasn't caught a pass in an actual NFL game since 2022, and he's having an excellent training camp. Like better than Trent Sherfield a few years ago. And Trent Sherfield had a good training camp. This guy is one of Brock Purdy's go-to guys, favorite targets every day, just out of sheer necessity. Today, he had a beautiful touchdown catch in the red zone. Defensive tackle CJ West. He's developing a reputation. Everyone's talking about him. He's very strong. He's twitchy. He's quick. And he has moves. And he strings them together. If the bull rush doesn't work, he'll hit you with the spin move. If he can't go through you, he'll work one of the edges. He's very advanced. And I don't understand why he fell to the 4th round. He looks like a guy who should have been picked much higher. He is so much more advanced than Alfred Collins. More on him in a minute. The not so good defensive end Mykel Williams. He didn't practice. We didn't know why. We went up to the PR director and asked. He didn't know. He asked. He came back and said, "Oh, Mykel Williams has an ankle injury, but it's no big deal. It's nothing serious." Oh, well, good to know. because every time someone gets hurt on the 49ers, they say it's no big deal, it's nothing serious, until, I mean, they said that most recently, they said Ricky Pearsall's hamstring injury was nothing serious, but it was a 2-month injury. And afterward, Kyle Shanahan admitted that it was a bad injury. Now we got Mykel Williams, ankle. Just happens to be the injury he had all of last year. It affected his performance during the season. It affected his performance at the combine and at his pro day. And now it's affecting his performance in training camp. I guess, I don't know if it's the same ankle injury as the one he had before. If it is, that's not good. If it's not, now he has 2 ankle issues. So I really like the player. I like the potential. And I said that they should draft him, and they did. So I'm not going to second guess it. But it's just too bad that the Niners keep trying to draft players in round 1 who have extensive injury histories. And they keep getting burned. I feel like a lot of teams do it. The Niners do it too, and they don't have a great track record. Now he got another ankle injury. We'll see when he comes back. Defensive tackle Alfred Collins. He's not a pass rusher at this stage of his career because he has no pass rush moves. I'm sorry. Actually, that's incorrect. He has 1 pass rush move, a bull rush. And it's not effective because his pads are so high. He doesn't get any leverage. No wonder he recorded just 7 sacks in 5 collegiate seasons. To be fair, the Niners didn't draft him to rush the quarterback. They drafted him to stop the run, and he's going to be very good at that. And maybe in a couple years, he'll have a pass rush plan repertoire as well. But right now, he's just big. Wide receiver Ricky Pearsall did not practice. Niners' official statement is that he had a rest day, but he wasn't out there watching his teammates, which players having rest days usually do. Yesterday, he pulled himself, or they pulled him out of practice halfway through when he stood there watching. Maybe he was resting then too. That's a lot of rest. It's a lot of rest. I wonder if the Niners are being 100% transparent. Either he re-aggravated something and that's terrible, or he practiced for a day and a half and got tired, which isn't great. So it's still July, a lot of time left, but Ricky Pearsall can't stack days. I like saying stack days. Cornerback Deommodore Lenoir did not practice. Niners didn't say why. Would have been nice to know. He's kind of important because the secondary is absolutely awful without him. Wide receiver Jawan Jennings hasn't practiced since he injured his calf on day 4 of camp. You have to wonder if his calf will be an ongoing issue and if the Achilles tendon is compromised as well. Defensive tackle Jordan Elliott. He burst through the offensive line during 11-on-11 team drills, slipped and fell face first into Brock Purdy's knees. Fortunately for the Niners, Purdy fell down and didn't injure anything. Still, this was scary. Running back Corey Kiner, he caught a pass on the final play of practice, but fumbled the ball and the defense recovered. This was Kiner's second fumble in the past 6 days. He won't make the team like that.